I'm Greg Mahoney with Building Code Education, and today we're doing a video on final inspection of a kitchen remodel. This kitchen was built in the 90s and it's been remodeled. All the rough inspections have been done, rough electrical and all those things. So we're just looking at the final inspection. And so some of the things we want to check, when I first come in to do a kitchen remodel, I'll typically walk up and turn on the faucet and just let it run for a few minutes, and then take a look underneath the sink to see if there's any drips from the trap or plumbing below. We also want to check the two 20 amp small appliances circuits. They're supposed to be GFCI protected and arc fault protected, as well as tamper resistant. So we have a tester that we use, and you could hear that it did trip, so that tells us that receptacle is wired correctly and is GFCI protected. Again, the code requires two 20 amp small appliance circuits. In this kitchen we have both a peninsula and an island. Each of those needs at least one receptacle. We have one receptacle right here for the island. We have another one on the other side of this peninsula that serves those. Probably should talk about spacing here. The code says that you can't be more than 24 inches to a receptacle on a kitchen counter. We can see we're kind of exceeding that, but this was an existing kitchen. This is the way it was before they started the project. Obviously each jurisdiction has their own way of looking at it, but because this is an existing situation, we would go ahead and let it remain as it was. We also have local ventilation for the cooktop. Code requires 30 inches from cooktop to combustibles, and there is an exception that lets us get down to 24 inches if we install a hood. And so that's the case here, is about 26 inches. We have a permanently installed microwave oven. That requires its own separate circuit, as do other appliances, dishwasher, garbage disposal. We also want to check to make sure that the air gap for the dishwasher is in place. There's a lot of people who don't like to install those air gaps in their counter, their granite countertop or whatever it may be, but this is really a safety feature that prevents sewer backup into your dishwasher, so it's really important that be installed. We have lighting as part of this remodel. We're in California, and in California we're required to install all high efficacy lighting, so you can't use incandescent bulbs. If the recessed cans are in the attic, they have to be certified for insulation contact and also air tightness. Okay, so this kitchen originally came with electric resistance cooktop. They've installed an induction cooktop, which is electric. A lot of times people want to transition to a gas cooking, so if they do that, they need to obviously install a gas pipe. Really good idea to get gas one-line drawing, just to make sure that their calculations are correct and they have adequate capacity. Probably where I would finish out my inspection is out the electrical panel, and go ahead and make sure that they actually have two 20 amp appliance circuits. Also want to check ampacities, or verify that they have dedicated circuits for all the built-in appliances per manufacturer's instructions and requirements. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. If you like our video, you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, or if you have any comments or questions, you can comment below. You can also reach us at our website or our Facebook page.